After 5 years of being away from this place that I taught all the time, CEO Space, I walked in and some people recognized me, and they ran up and said, Barry, you should see how my book's doing. I said, how it's doing? He said, well, I've sold 500 copies. Oh, another lady, I said, how's your book coming along? The last time I saw you were writing a book. I still haven't got it to the marketplace yet. Why were they asking me about books? Because I love books. I love writing books, and most importantly, I love selling books. Why? Because I like to help people get their books into the marketplace. My name is Barry Spilczyk. I'm the co-author of the book, A Cup of Chicken Soup for the Soul. And before that book, I wrote the book, Let's Talk About Mastermind Teams. And take a look at the book, 8.5 by 11, spiral bound, and we've had 7 different printings of this book. That's how much I love books. Since 1994, I've been writing books. That's when that came out. My Cup of Soup book came out in 96. And then you'll see as the camera pans over here, these are some of the other books I've done. You're My Hero North Bay, You're My Hero Kids, You're My Hero Toronto School Board, and You're My Hero nationally for the Girl Guides of Canada, which is like the Girl Scouts. One of the reasons I've been able to sell so many books is when I teach this lesson to book people, budding authors and authors who've been out there who've got a garage full of books, I hold this up and I say, what is this? And they say, oh, it's nice stories. It's a business. Your book is a business, and we want you to treat it like that. And I want to keep this message under 10 minutes so I don't extend you into watching extended videos and stuff. It's a business, and we have to treat it like a business. And what I've done is I've created a program, and the program is called My Book is a Business. Now, this is the mock-up. This is one of the things you're going to learn in here is make a mock-up. Make your book look like a book. Make your program look like a program. So here's the cover. We've even got the spine done, mybookIsabusiness.com. And on the cover here, there's 2 books, but they're standing on the book. There's a guy learning information, a guy with a shopping cart, and a lady juggling the dollar signs. Why? Because we want to treat it like a business. We don't want you to have a garage full of books. Or worse, we don't want your book to stay in your head or your heart for the rest of your life. We want you to get it out and celebrate it in the marketplace. What does the program include? The program includes 5 different sections. It has a section on writing your book. Oh, what if you could write your book in 5 to 7 minute chunks? That's one way. What if you're a prolific writer and you could sit down on a weekend and write out a chapter? That's a good way too. What if, instead of, well, I don't know how to write, what if you could put a set of headphones on and a microphone and you could speak your book? And we can teach you how to speak your book by having post-it notes all over the wall and talking your book and then sending it to elance.com and getting it transcribed. And then you could take it from there. What if you could do it that way? In our program, we're going to help you find your rhythm. We're going to help you find out if you're in the morning person, if you're an evening person. So as well as writing your book, we're going to tell you how to print it. If you're going to self-publish, where do you go to do that? I can give you even the name of our Chicken Soup for the Soul publisher who published all our books. He's got a press that sometimes sits there empty, and he wants it full. And the costs of printing your own book are less than you would think. Sometimes it's less. Like, for instance, You're My Hero North Bay, we got this printed for $1.98 a copy. We bought 10,000 copies, but what if you only bought 5,000 and only paid a quarter more? So what if you could do that? We'll give you all those names. And maybe you're going to self-publish, maybe you're going to go to a publisher. What about if you could sponsor the book? What about if you could get sponsors for all these books? All 3 of these books, the first 3 You're My Hero books, all had sponsors. And they were happy to give you their money to be associated with a great project. We're going to tell you how to do that. Then we're going to tell you how to get selling your book. See, that's the cool thing. It's not just like, okay, well, here's my baby, and I hope somebody likes it. This is all going to be about selling. And here's the program. You can see it. The notes are still there. We're going to have tabs for you. But there's all kinds of different notes, and we're not done printing it yet. We'll be done printing it very, very shortly. About 45 days after Christmas, it'll all be looking like this. As a matter of fact, we're even going to have better graphics because my daughter's a graphic designer, and she won't let me release this looking like this. Okay? But the selling and how I got on to, as the only Canadian in the room at the National Publicity Summit in New York, how I was invited to be part of a documentary to send the U.S. troops off to war in a segment called What to Say Before You Say Goodbye. Now, how does that happen? Well, because we put our pitch in such a way that the media was interested in a current event. So we took our mission of saving 1 million marriages and tied it to the news and said what to say before you say goodbye, and I was part of a Fox News documentary that was 15 to 20 minutes long, that was shown twice nationally. So we're going to teach you how to do that. We're also going to teach you how to use your book as a business card. What if you could walk in and use this? I gave away a book once. Jack Canfield actually said, what do you do giving away books? They cost you $3 to buy. You only make 27 cents on it. You know, that's one of the things about dealing with a publisher. I made 27 cents on this Cup of Soup book. Now, we sold 580,000 copies. But I gave away this book, and because I'd signed it, the lady kept it on her coffee table. Long story short, her son-in-law comes home for Christmas, reads it at the back, and said, Barry's from Canada. And the guy happened to be from Canada. And he calls me, and he says, are you really from Canada? I said, yeah. He said, do you do training? Yeah. He gave me a $24,000 4-day training contract. It cost me $3. Plus, I got my 27-cent royalties, so that was pretty cool. But it was like, $3 cost me $3, got a 27-cent royalty and a $24,000 because we use the book as a business card. We'll teach you how to do that. It's so simple. So if you really want to treat your book as a business, here's what we do. For years and years and years now, before I got sick, I was charging $10,000 for a speech, and usually speeches are about an hour long. After my cancer diagnosis, and I took a couple of years off, and now I'm getting back into the marketplace. I sold my You're My Hero company, and I had to reinvent myself. And on a prayer, the prayer answer came, do what you love. And I love writing, and I love helping people get their book to the marketplace, and I love coaching, and I love speaking. So I've taken all my loves and I've put them into this one program called My Book is a Business. I know you're going to love it. And here's what's really cool. When I go out onto the stage and I offer a coaching program, it's $5,000 a month for a coaching program. If you want to, and that's a couple calls a month, and, I used to charge $500 an hour for a coaching call, and then $750 for an hour and a half. But what I did was I decided to make a special offer for this whole book and program. If you book me for one session of 90 minutes of coaching, I'll charge you $600. That's it, $600. And I will throw in this $1,495 program absolutely free. For absolute no conditions. Oh, sorry, one condition. I'm going to ask you to pay $25 shipping and handling because you're going to get a hard copy of this. You're not going to get it digitally. You're going to get a hard copy shipped to your door so you can look at it and read it, and you're not having to print it out on you're going to get the hard copy of this about 45 days after Christmas. We're going to send you this in the mail, and you'll get this mid-February. You're going to get everything that we talked about in here: how to write your book, how to sell your book, how to print it, how to publish it, how to get sponsors. And what you're going to do is not only are you going to get this book, as a thank you, you're going to get a couple of videos. In the videos, I'm actually going to be sitting down in early January and interviewing the production manager and the owner of a printing plant. And the book printing, he's a publisher. I'm going to say, what is it you do? What do you think about? How do you choose a book title? What is it that you pick? Is it you just pick on platform, or how does the book have to be an amazing quality? What is it you're looking for? And we're actually going to take you in a tour behind the plant, because a lot of people, authors, they've never seen the back of a plant. We're going to take you in the plant. We're going to show you how it works. So that's going to be on one video. Then you're going to actually see on the other video, how does it work? How do you write a book? How do you speak your book? I actually have my son as my cameraman, and he's going to be filming me talking my book. And we're going to have that on a special DVD. And there's a couple other special surprises as well. As well, you're going to get a copy of You're My Hero, the book with the sponsorships in it, and all the sponsor letters on how to get the sponsors to sponsor your book and to see if they're interested. And you're also going to get the Anatomy of a Book Launch special report. It's not very thick, but what it did was it gave me 252 people at my first book launch, 515 at the second one, and over 400 at our third book launch. You get all of that for the price of one coaching call. And the last thing we're going to give you, free lifetime updates. Because I'm asking you to help me create this program. Every time I create 10 new pages, I'll ship them to you electronically. All you have to do is print them and put them in your binder. I think that's a very fair offer. $600 for a 90-minute coaching session. You can have it whenever you want. You can have it almost right away. You can have it after you get your binder. You can have it, in January, February, anytime in 2012. That's it. All you have to do is phone me at 647-350-4733 or email me at barry33@mac.com. If you really want to bring your book to the marketplace, you have to treat it like a business. And I'd love to help you do that. See you later.